This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the back, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a team from Conference USA, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kentucky about to kick off to get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Nebraska Cornhuskers offense going to get the chance to start this game off. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Got a man. It's Key. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And a great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
To throw, it's Raiola. Gets it out fast. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Takes it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will go to work for the first time today. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred.
Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Showing off those sweet feet as he gets it to the 45. The Cornhuskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gives it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Huskers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They turned it over with an interception on their first drive of the game. We're still looking for our initial points of the game. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. That's the way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Looking for a man. It's Bowling. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Give to the running back. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilmore. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Line getting set on second down. The running back has it. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And this offense is clicking, everything's moving, and the guy carrying the football, I mean, he is carrying the rock. Like, this is a guy that's setting this tone for this game, creating some balance on this offense. This offense is going to be a handful.
Yeah, David, I'd love to sit here and say, well, the offensive coordinator is just one step ahead of his counterpart across the field. That's not it. Right now, his offensive line is establishing the line of scrimmage, and you mentioned the back. He right now is running with authority on this drive.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on second down for this offense. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. And he's wrestled to the ground. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays.
And the pressure is going to get to him, and down he goes, and that's how the first quarter will end. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. And it's right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Finds the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Second down coming up. They're going back to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a third and long. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Such a big part to convert these third downs, and they've got it at the 42. And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. Hard running. Just dismissing tackles. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Cornhuskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. The Huskers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And how about the dinosaur, the fullback, getting involved in this game in the passing attack? This is a guy that has really, really good hands, and this offense knows. In these types of situations, if they can just find a way to get him involved, he can go score.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. The Wildcats come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Throws to the tight end. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Kentucky sent out the punting unit. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Huskers will send out the punt unit. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive from the 42. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gilmore. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? They say no thanks to that pass interference penalty, and they'll take the results of the play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
You can just see the command this guy has of the offense. He's been picking this defense apart, matriculating the ball down the field. He's now got him in the red zone, close to the goal line. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep letting him throw it.
A first down run in the red zone. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a one-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the first half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Power football with the run. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Fires one high and deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first two quarters in Lexington, but let's just go with notable.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Motion from the wideout. They'll open the second half with a run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around.
That's a fumble on the play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back on the option to give. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed over the middle, it's Barney. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. He'll try the left side. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping him up, getting him on the ground. Take away that run game. Make him one-dimensional, put him in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Snagged out of the air. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Kentucky will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back from the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Going right to work up top. Makes the catch. It's key.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. That's caught. It's Barney. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and do that.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Hits him in stride at the 10. Touchdown, Husker! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Wants to throw. It's Bowling. Throws for the tight end. It's caught downfield. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here in the middle.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
He'll throw on third down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Give to the back. Oh, what a move. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play action fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on first and 10. They go to the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Trying to move the sticks on third down. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Markway. Touchdown, Nebraska! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Looking to pass. It's Bowling. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
The quick out. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And that's kind of crazy. I didn't think that would happen coming into this football game. I didn't think we'd get in the fourth quarter and just call his name. This offense, man, he is a big play, dynamic weapon. They got to continue to get him the ball more because he can make enormous plays for your offense.
And the Wildcats come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Quickly complete. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And the Wildcats will hustle to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's McGowan. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they've moved the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Oh, they're after him. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Picks up the 1st down. Turns it on in midfield. Breaks into the open on the left. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! And the beatdown has ensued.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I got guys like this who can take the ball and rip it 70-plus to the house. How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's got an open man. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
The Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Finds his man. It's Gilmore. Gets away from one. Finds room. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the tight end. Got it in the middle. It's Rodriguez. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7. They want to throw it. Bring in the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback moving. Catch in the middle, it's McGowan. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. A field goal really doesn't do much for you in this situation, so they'll go for it on 4th and goal. Under fire. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Hauls it in. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Huskers getting set on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory.
Well, the head coach has to be happy with what he's seen from his offense here in game 1. They didn't turn the football over, and here you are. You're dialing up your favorite play in the playbook, victory formation.
Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Well, some might think this head coach has a tough locker room speech after this one. I would suggest that he starts with,